everybody, welcome to Mark's Remarks. Today is 10:30. I'm going to be cooking up for my breakfast a gammon and chicken stir fry with some cheap stir fry sauce. Now, unfortunately, this is one of the very few times that I've messed up the recording. I've been recording for the last 10 minutes and then figured out that the microphone wasn't turned on, so there was plenty of vision but no sound. Alright, so what I'll do, I'm going to run through what I've done. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, I've chopped up the gammon. You may remember last video, I did a gammon, apple sauce, tomato, gherkin, cheese on tiger bread. I did some gammon, and now this is the rest of the gammon. I've already cut it up diced it up into small bite-sized pieces. And also, I've taken 2 small chicken breasts, and I've diced those up as well, using my cutting board right here, which some people will be pretty pleased to see this, because I normally do it on a plate, cut up the meat, and I get a lot of people telling me I should get a cutting board. So I have a cutting board now. Okay, so we got the gammon, we got the chicken, we got the vegetable rice. This is, I don't know how much this was. Again, I normally stockpile a bunch of these when I can get them for about, 70p, 50p, so depending on where you get them. Sweet and sour sauce from Sainsburys. Cooking it in the wok. Now, I've got the temperature on. That's on 9 out of 12. What I'm going to do is, I can feel it's pretty hot. I'm going to turn it down to 8 for the time being. I'm going to pour in the chicken. Okay. Now just move that around. It's starting to stick. Get that nice and heated. Now, as you can see, it's 10:30 in the morning, so I'll leave that clock there. I'll show you that periodically, just so you can see exactly how long it takes to prepare and cook up this meal. Okay, let's come back down here. There we go. The chicken's gone from pink to mostly white as it hits the heat. Okay, so I'm going to cook that for another few minutes. Now, I just found in the freezer, I've got a few carrots left over in this bag. So I figure I'll put just as a bonus, I'll put a few carrots in there. They've been in there a while, actually. They've been there a long time. They're starting to get a lot of ice on the carrots, which will bring down the heat in the frying pan here, in the wok. But there you go. Just a little extra bonus. Okay, the carrots, yeah, they brought the heat down a little bit, like you'd expect. But the chicken's getting looks like it's getting cooked through. Yep, it's gone completely white. I want it to turn brown. There you go. See if I can separate these carrots a little bit. They're frozen together. Alright, when they heat up, they'll come apart. There we go. So we'll just keep that on the heat for a few more minutes. Right, there you go. As you can see, it's been approximately 8 minutes. And the carrots and the chicken are still cooking away. I've got it on a low heat here, number 8 out of 12. So it's taking longer than I was thinking it would. If I put it up to 9, it would go pretty quick. Okay, so we're going to gently heat that through, or cook it through still. Give that a few more minutes. Okay, the clock says 9 minutes, so now it's time for the gammon. Dump that in there. Now the gammon won't need to be cooked as such, just heated through. It's just the chicken and the carrots want to be cooked. There you go. It's looking pretty good, I think. There you go. Give that a mix around. I'm going to see if I can No, I don't think I'm going to get anything more out of this bottle. I thought I might get a few drops out of there. Have to get a new bottle of it. There you go. So right, we'll cook that for a few more minutes. There we go. I've changed the angle a little bit. Hopefully, be a better view. Let me know what you think about this higher angle. Actually, if you want me to do this angle more, because normally it's a little bit down, but you know you can see into the frying pan or whatever I'm cooking on it. If you like the higher angle, let me know. I'll do that more often if it's better for you, because I mean it's a bit better shot there. Okay, so we're heating that. Won't be long now. There you go. The clock's been going for about 12 minutes now. And I think it's time for the sweet and... get the light shining on. There you go. Sweet and sour sauce from Sainsburys. Like I said a moment ago, I don't know how much it cost, but you can be assured it was the cheapest one. Because when it comes to stir fry, I mean, there's not a whole hell of a lot. I mean, there is some difference, of course. Some Uncle Ben's, between this and Uncle Ben's. Some brands are sweeter because they put a bit more sugar in it, or more pineapple. Anyway, all right. There's a little bit there. If the sauce gets a bit thick, I'll just put some water in it, slosh it around, pour it in, and it'll loosen it up a bit, because all this steam coming up is actual water vapor. It's water leaving the food, so that's when the sauce will get like thicker. So you just put a little bit of water in there. You can either put it in the jar like here, in which case you'll use up the remnants of what's in the jar, so it won't go to waste, or you can just put a little bit of water in there just to loosen it up. Okay. It's on 8 still. I'm going to leave that to simmer for a few moments. If it starts to bubble too crazily, then I'll put it down to 7, because I just want it to go gently. Okay, cooking time has been 17 minutes. Now it's time to put on the rice in the microwave for about 2 minutes. Okay, this is simmering away. There you go, wrong way there. Simmering away on 7 out of 12 still. There you go, just turning it around every so often so it doesn't stick, and so it all gets some heat. There you go. Now I've just put the rice in for 2 minutes, so about a minute or less I'll put up the heat, see if I can get that bubbling really good, just for the last 45 to 60 seconds. Now, you saw me put carrots in here. If I'd have thought about it before, I could have defrosted some broccoli. You can add sweet corn, you can add peas. Well, you've seen me do that before. I've thrown 5 different vegetables in there. Brussels sprouts, peas, broccoli, cauliflower, I don't know, some other stuff, about 5 or so. So basically anything. I'm just using carrots because I happened to find a bag in the freezer. It's been in there for ages, so I thought, right, throw them in. But yeah, sky's the limit. Whatever vegetables you like, you can throw them in. Brussels sprouts, it doesn't matter. Just type in Mark's Remarks stir fry, and you'll see what kind of variations on meat and vegetables you can actually put into a stir fry. Okay, I can see on the microwave it's just under a minute to go. So I'm going to turn this up to 8. Just to get it a last burst of heat. Okay, the rice is done. Just basically throw that in. And then turn the heat off. And then just pour this over the plate. Actually, this would be a really good screensaver if I knew how to do that. There you go. And there we are. Time for the taste test. Now this is that golden vegetable rice. I like that. I like that and the egg fried rice, because those two pretty much go with everything. But the rice has already got vegetables in it, but there's no harm in throwing in some more. Okay. Give this a slight mix. Okay, let's try some rice. Rice with a bit of gammon in there, very chewy. Now let's try some of these carrots. These carrots were sort of an afterthought. Now these were frozen, so very nice. They're cooked, of course, but they still got a bit of crunch. Oh, let me show you the clock. There you go. So 10:30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 22 minutes. The whole thing from start to finish, about 22 minutes. That's not including the time it took me to cut up the chicken and the gammon, because that was just a few minutes. Tell you what though, this sauce is actually good as well. I've had ones that are really, really sweet, you know, to the point where you figure, Christ, I mean, how much sugar are they put in this thing? You know, and it kind of, it makes you wish that you put more rice in there just to dilute the sweetness down or something. But this is actually quite good. It's not sharp or sweet. I mean, it's got a little bit of sweetness to make it like a sweet and sour sauce, but it's nowhere near what you might call overly sweet or too sweet. It's quite pleasant. And it's the Sainsburys' own brand, which, you know, goes to show. I mean, I'm always saying, you know, give the shop brands a chance. Don't always go for the big names. I mean, what do they know? But, you know, you can get, you know, half the price, just as equal quality. You know. Some crunch in the tomato, in the carrot. There you go. You can see, well, you might see a gammon. There's some peas. Peas were in the rice already. Some carrot. This is good sauce. And a nice breakfast. You know, I might go down the allotment in an hour or so. So, this will set me up. Yeah, very nice. So, start to finish, about 22 minutes. Not including the chopping up of the meat. Just use some scraps out of the fridge, you know. That gammon was from a sandwich. A couple of chicken breasts. I brought in these big bags of chicken breasts. Drag out a few vegetables from the freezer. And make yourself a damn good meal. Okay. There you have it. Coming up to 14 minutes. It's a long one, this one. So, there you go. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you made it this far. What I always forget to say, I should say at the beginning, please, if you want to help the channel, you can do that without doing anything. Just allow at least some of the adverts to play. For the last year or so, I've been only allowing the short, you know, the 6-second adverts on, you know, not the ones that cut out the video. So it's either the 6-second video or the ones that appear on the bottom of your screen or on the right hand side of your screen. If you allow them to play, it all helps. And if you like allotment videos with chickens on them, which I'll be doing shortly when I get my chickens, that money will be going to feed them and give them a good time. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and goodbye.